Nate Diaz, interesting cap. He was reportedly in the mix for a Khabib Nurmagomedov fight for an interim lightweight title at 155 pounds. But MMAfighting.com says those reports are false, citing a text from Diaz where he says the UFC has not contacted him, and if they do, he won't be picking up the phone for less than $20 million. Not $2 million, $20 million for the Stockton bad boy.
Nate Diaz is just crazy enough to say that, because he feels like now he's reached the status where he's fought Conor McGregor twice and beat Conor McGregor the first time, that he's a huge draw, and he feels like he won't get into the octagon unless he gets paid a huge sum of money. That's why it took so long for them to have that second fight.
No doubt.
Because Nate said, you got to really break me off. Listen, I beat this guy.
And I was ready to go.
You have to come correct. There was some reports that when Dana White went to go see Nate Diaz, that meeting didn't end so well because Nate wanted to make sure he got some money. But let's be honest,
Stockton
though.
slap.
He's the 6th-ranked lightweight. 6th ranked. So there's a ton of other guys.
Those rankings don't mean anything.
They don't mean anything. But $20 million for Nate Diaz,
$20 million?
it would be a huge trilogy fight. I'm sure they could sell a lot. You would have to think, could it be in Las Vegas? Because Conor doesn't want to fight in Las Vegas anymore, right?
No, apparently. I'm sure they'll be worked out for this kind of money.
Right.
But the funny thing is that this is for Khabib Nurmagomedov, right? So if the Khabib fight against Nate Diaz happens, he ain't getting $20 million. He's not getting $20 million if he fights Conor McGregor.
No.
I love that he's throwing out these numbers. He'll be lucky to get 4.
Yeah, that's
3.
Nate. That's the Nate Diaz. Those guys, Nate and Nick, they're a little bit off, right?
A little bit off, just a little bit.
Not the sharpest tool in the shed.
No, not all. I wouldn't say that to their face. But
probably not. Me either.
But CT, the point is that Nate believes that he's been disrespected, right?
Yeah.
So when he says these outlandish things like $20 million, he'll settle for what? 5? 3?
Probably so.
4?
You shoot high, right? Isn't that the rule of negotiation?
Yeah, you throw it
have
out
to give
there.
yourself some wiggle room, right?
You just throw out a ridiculous
throw
number.
out 20, maybe I get 5, 8, I'm still good.
Because against Conor, he won't be the main draw. And I know that pisses him off because he's like, I choked him out. And then in the rematch, we're giving all the money to Conor. What do I get? A couple mil?
Yep. But I respect him, though. I really respect him. As crazy as that number is, he's drawing a line in the sand. He's taking a hard stand, saying, I know what I'm worth to the UFC, and if you don't give me that, don't even holler at me. I don't even want to listen unless you want to come correct.
Now, the report is the first time he fought Conor, when Conor was moving up to 170 pounds, Nate was just chilling on the couch eating Cheetos.
Right.
Like Tim's been doing in the green room tonight, right?
Like he always does.
And he's like, that's what he's going to be doing, because if he's waiting for a call for $20 million, he's going to be eating a lot of Cheetos,
no doubt,
waiting for Dana White to call. That story not done by long.